Hello everyone, my name is Jyoti Rana. I am assistant professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. So in my previous lecture I told you about the electric machine and the single phase induction motor. So in my today's lecture I am going to tell you about the types of single phase induction motor. Starting method of single phase induction motor. Types or starting method. Based on the starting method, single phase induction motors are basically classified into the following types: split phase motor, capacitor start motor, permanent capacitor run motor, capacitor start capacitor run motor, and shaded pole motor. So in my previous lecture I told you that single phase induction motors are not self start. So with the help of these methods we can make our single phase induction motor self start, and they are also known as types of single phase induction motor. So our first type is split phase motor. So in this split phase motor we have two types of winding: starting winding and main winding. Our rotor is of squirrel cage type, and here we are using a centrifugal switch. So how they work: when a motor is provided with the two winding, even though these are excited from the same voltage supply, the current in the two windings can be made out of phase by adjustment of the impedance of the auxiliary winding or the starting winding in relation to the main winding. It is called a resistance start motor. So in the single case motor what we have, like we have two stator windings, main winding and the starting winding. The field winding and the starting windings are displaced 90 degree in space, like the winding in a two-phase induction motor. The main winding has very low resistance and high inductive reactance. There is a time phase difference between the current in the two windings. The time phase difference phi is not 90 degree but usually the order of 30 degree. This phase difference is enough to produce a rotating magnetic field. Since the current in the two windings are not equal, the rotating field is not uniform and the starting torque is small, of the order of 1.5 to 2 times the rated running torque. The main and the auxiliary windings are connected in parallel from the supply automatically when the motor reacts speed about 70 to 80% of synchronous speed. So what happened in this motor, that we have two windings, main winding and starting winding. They are displaced 90 degree to each other like two phase induction motor, and they are parallelly connected with each other. So we have a cage rotor, so both the windings we provide the same type of supply, and when our rotor attains 70 to 80% of its synchronous speed, so with the help of this centrifugal switch what I did, that I disconnect this starting winding, and then my motor runs only with the help of its main winding. The auxiliary or the starting winding carries a series resistance such that its impedance becomes highly reactive in nature. It is not wound identical to the main winding but contains fewer turns of much smaller diameter as compared to main winding. This will reduce the amount of start current lags the voltage. The main winding is inductive in nature in such that current lags the voltage by same angle. The winding is designed for the operation of 75% of synchronous speed and above. These two windings are connected in parallel. Due to inductive nature, current through main winding lags the supply voltage by large angle, while the current through starting winding is almost in phase with voltage due to resistive nature. This is shown in this figure, that the main winding current, that is main winding main winding current lags the voltage by greater angle, whereas the starting winding current like almost in phase with the voltage, and the resultant of these two currents is I. Hence, there exists a phase difference between these currents and thereby phase difference between the fluxes produced by these currents. The resultant of these two fluxes produce rotating magnetic field and hence the starting torque. The centrifugal switch is connected in series with the starting winding. When the motor reaches 70 to 80% of its synchronous speed, the centrifugal switch is opened mechanically and therefore auxiliary winding is out of the circuit. Therefore, the motor runs only with the main winding. Split phase motors give poor starting torque due to small phase difference between main and auxiliary current. Also, the power factor of these motors is very poor. These are mainly used for easily started loads such as blowers, fan, washing machine, grinders, etc. I hope split phase motor is clear to everyone. Next, we have capacitor start motor. So, in this type of motor, a capacitor CS or C, we can say, is connected in series with the starting winding. A centrifugal switch CS is also connected in series with the starting winding. This capacitor in auxiliary winding is used to produce a greater phase difference between the current in the main and the auxiliary winding. Capacitor C, centrifugal switch CS, connected in series with the starting winding. Again, starting and main windings are displaced 90 degree with each other and parallelly connected. So why we use this capacitor C here? Because previously in the split phase motor, what I tell you कि जो फेज डिफरेंस एंगल होता है बिटवीन द स्टार्टिंग करंट एंड द मेन करंट इज वेरी लो. सो टू इंक्रीज दैट एंगल बिटवीन द स्टार्टिंग करंट एंड द मेन करंट वी यूज दिस सेंट्रीफ्यूगल स्विच. The motor is so named because it uses the motor is similar to the split phase motor, but it additional a capacitor is connected in series to auxiliary winding. This is modified version of split phase motor. The operation of this motor is similar to the split phase motor where the starting torque is provided by the additional winding. Once the speed is picked up, the additional winding along with the capacitor is removed from the circuit with the help of centrifugal switch. But the difference is that the torque produced by this motor is higher than split phase motor due to the capacitor. As I told you earlier that in the previous motor, split phase motor, we didn't use any kind of capacitor. So the phase difference between the main current and the auxiliary current is very low. But now in this case we are using capacitor to increase the phase difference between the main winding and the auxiliary winding, main current or the auxiliary current, which also gives the higher torque to the main winding. Due to the presence of a capacitor, the current through auxiliary winding will lead the applied voltage by some angle which is more than that of split case type. Thus, the phase difference between the main and the auxiliary current is increased and thereby starting torque. The performance of this motor is identical to the split phase motor when it runs near full load RPM, rotation per minute. Due to the capacitor, the inrush current are reduced in the motors. These motors have very high starting torque up to 300% full load torque. However, the power factor is low at rated load and rated speed. Owing to the high starting torque, these motors are used in domestic as well as industrial applications such as water pumps, grinders, lathe machine, compressor, drilling machine, etc. Permanent capacitor run motor. The single phase induction motor has only one capacitor C which is connected in series with the starting winding. The capacitor C is permanently connected in the circuit both at the starting and running condition. A permanent split capacitor motor is also called single value capacitor motor. The capacitor C is always in the circuit. This type of motor has no starting switch. Consequently, it produces a uniform torque, therefore it is less noisy during the operation. So we have again two types of winding. Starting winding and the main winding, both are displaced like 90-degree, connected in parallel, but in this case we have a capacitor here connected in series with the starting winding. Unlike the split phase motor and the capacitor start motor, here capacitor is not connected for the temporary use. Here capacitor is connected permanently with both the starting and the main winding. Here is no centrifugal switch which we will use for discharging the capacitor or disconnecting the starting speed. Therefore, the torque of this starting torque of this main winding is very high because of the presence of this capacitor. This motor is also called as capacitor run, in which a low capacitor is connected in series with the starting winding and is not removed from the circuit even in running condition. Due to this arrangement, centrifugal switch is not required. In this, the auxiliary winding and capacitor remains in circuit permanently and produces an approximately two-phase operation at the rated load point. This is the key strength of these motors. This will result better power factor and efficiency. However, the starting torque is much lower in these motors, typically about 80% of the full load torque. Due to the continuous duty of auxiliary winding and capacitor, the rating of these components would withstand running condition, and hence permanent capacitor motor is more than equivalent split phase motor or capacitor start motors. These motors are used in exhaust and intake fans and unit heaters, blowers, etc. Then we have capacitor start, capacitor run motor. As the name suggests, here two value capacitor motors not only uses a capacitor for starting but also continuous run operation. The capacitor used permanently is called run capacitor, the use of which improves the motor running performance. This motor uses two capacitors CS and C1 and C2. The capacitors are connected in parallel L starting. These two capacitors can also be named as CS and CR, where CS is the start capacitor and CR is the run capacitor. So C1 is the start capacitor and CR is the run capacitor. They both are connected in parallel with each other. So here what we use, that one time here this one capacitor is used only for the starting, and once the motor attains its speed 70 to 80% of the speed, so with the help of this centrifugal switch we discharge this capacitor, and then the motor will only run with the help of this capacitor. So in this motor the starting torque is high as compared to the previously motors, and it will run in higher speed. These motors are also called as two-value capacitor motors. It combines the advantage of capacitor start type and permanent capacitor type induction motor. At starting, both starting and running capacitors are connected in series with the auxiliary winding. Thus, the motor starting torque is more compared with the other type of motors, as I told you. Once the motor reaches some speed, the centrifugal switch disconnects the starting capacitor and leaves the running capacitor in series with auxiliary winding. Thus, both running and auxiliary windings remain during running condition, thereby improve power factor and the efficiency of motor. These are the most commonly used single phase induction motors due to high starting torque and better power performance. These are used in compressor, refrigerators, air conditioner, conveyors, ceiling fans, air circulations, and etc. Now we have our last type, that is shaded pole induction motor. So what is shaded pole induction motor? A small portion of each pole is covered with a short circuited single turn copper coil called the shading coil. The sinusoidal varying flux created by AC single phase excitation of the main winding that induces the EMF in the shading coil. As a result, induced current flow in the shading coil, producing their own flux in the shaded portions of the pole. This motor uses entirely different technique to start the motor as compared with other motors so far we have discussed now. This motor doesn't use any auxiliary winding, or even it doesn't have any rotating field, but a field that sweeps across the pole faces is enough to drive the motor. So the field moves from one side of the pole to another side of the pole. Although these motors are of small ratings, inefficient, and have low starting torque, these are used in a variety of applications due to its outstanding features like ruggedness, low initial cost, small size, and simple construction. A shaded pole motor consists of a stator having silent poles or projected poles and a rotor of squirrel cage types. In this stator is constructed in a special way to produce moving magnetic field. Stator poles are excited with its own exciting coils by taking the supply from a single phase supply. Each silent pole is divided into two parts, shaded and unshaded. A shaded portion is a slot cut across the lamination at about one-third distance from one edge, and around this a heavy copper ring, also called as shading pole or copper shading band, is placed. When an alternating supply is given to the stator coils, an alternating flux will be produced. This distribution of flux in the pole face area is influenced by the presence of copper shading band. So I hope all the types of single phase induction motor or starting method of induction motors are clear to you, and still if you have any doubts regarding this topic, so please do mention me in the comment section. I'll try to solve your all queries.